Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book by Robert Kiyosaki in which the author describes his experiences learning from two fathers, his biological father and his friend's father, who was a successful businessman. The book contains many lessons about finance and business that you can apply to your life. The book Rich Dad, Poor Dad has not only practical value, but also philosophical value. The author presents two models of thinking about finances and life in general that differ in their values and approaches. Poor Dad, represented by the author's biological father, was a model of conservative thinking who believed that success in life depended on education, career, and performance. He emphasized saving money to avoid risks and staying out of debt, while Rich Dad, who is the father of a friend of the author, believed that taking risks and investing were key to financial success. He called for learning how to manage money, build assets, and generate income from investments. In the book, Kiyosaki also describes different types of income: income from work, income from investments, income from rent, and income from business. He believes that to achieve financial independence, you need to have multiple sources of income and create assets that will generate income over time. Kiyosaki also focuses on the tax system and how to optimize it. He talks about how you can use tax credits and deductions to reduce your tax liability and save money. In this video, we take a look at a few of the major lessons from this book. Let's get started. 1. Financial literacy. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki addresses the concept of financial literacy and considers it one of the most important qualities every person should have. He is convinced that schools and universities do not teach how to manage money, and many people, lacking the appropriate knowledge and skills, get into financial trouble. In the book, Kiyosaki stresses the importance of learning financial principles such as different types of assets and liabilities, budgeting, tax management, and more. He argues that only by having an understanding of financial processes and knowing how to manage money can one build assets, earn passive income, and become financially independent. Thus, one of the main lessons of the book is the need to develop financial literacy and acquire knowledge about financial planning, investing, and risk management. These skills can help people succeed in life and ensure their financial stability in the long run. 2. Work for yourself. Kiyosaki believes that working for yourself is the best way to achieve financial freedom and independence. He encourages readers to look beyond the workplace and instead look for opportunities to create their own business, invest in assets, or become their own brand. However, Kiyosaki does not believe that working for yourself means giving up working for a company. Instead, he advises using the experience to acquire skills, knowledge, and contacts that can later be applied to building your own business. He believes that successful business people should have a good understanding of how companies function and use that experience to build their own business. One example of a successful business that Kiyosaki gives in his book is real estate. He argues that investing in real estate can be a great way to create passive income, especially if the property is rented or sold at a profit. Thus, the second important lesson from the book is the need for a meaningful approach to choosing a career in business that not only allows a person to make money, but also to achieve their goals, ensure their financial stability, and enjoy their work. 3. Don't be afraid to take risks. Risk is an essential part of financial affairs and investing, and in his book, Kiyosaki advises not to be afraid to take risks, but also not to take stupid and thoughtless risks. The author argues that in order to get high returns, you must first study the market and gather information well, and then act boldly and confidently. He also notes that risk does not mean unreasonable risk of losing capital, which means that you need to think through all the possible consequences of your actions and be prepared to lose money. However, Kiyosaki believes that if an investor is not willing to take risks, he may not be able to get high returns. Kiyosaki also advises not to put everything on one card and to diversify investments, to place your money in several different assets in order to reduce risks and secure your capital. In general, Kiyosaki advises not to be afraid to take risks, but be prepared to lose money, and always remember to manage risks and diversify investments. 4. Self-development. Kiyosaki emphasizes that self-development includes not only improvement of professional skills, but also personal development. He believes that it is important to develop their leadership skills, improve communication skills, learn how to manage their time and finances, as well as develop their emotional and spiritual side of the personality. Kiyosaki also encourages the habit of constant learning and reading in order to keep up with the latest trends in his industry, develop his intellect, and enrich his life experience. In his book, Kiyosaki also emphasizes that self-development should not be limited to formal education, and that people can gain valuable knowledge and skills through practical experience, observing successful people, and learning from mentors and mentors. 5. Take action. Kiyosaki believes that action is the key element to financial success. He emphasizes that it is necessary to act, not to be afraid of mistakes, and not to put off your plans. One of the tips that Kiyosaki gives is to develop a plan of action. He teaches that in order to achieve your goals, it is important to not only know what you want, but to develop an action plan that will help you succeed. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he gives many practical tips on how to develop and implement your action plan, including financial planning and time management techniques. Kiyosaki also stresses the importance of not being afraid of mistakes and not thinking of them as failures, but rather viewing them as lessons on the road to success. He believes that the experience of failure helps you improve your skills and reduce future risks. Finally, Kiyosaki teaches that to achieve financial success, one must be prepared for difficulties and not give up on one's goals, even if it takes a lot of time and effort to achieve them. He calls for perseverance and stamina to overcome difficulties and move toward your goals. These lessons will help you reconsider your relationship to money and understand that financial freedom is possible for anyone who is willing to invest time and effort in their personal and financial growth. The book also teaches that the path to wealth is not to work harder and harder, but to create passive sources of income and make your money work for you. Overall, these lessons will help you change your financial mindset and start building your path to financial success. Thanks for watching.